Hey there guys, we're back for another review. This time it's a beer sent to me by the one and only Albino Rhino. Big thanks to him. This is Say What? Homegrown Hemp Ale. Anyone with rudimentary French language education will get what's going on here on the bottle. And if you don't, I'm not going to explain it to you. It's just somebody trying to be very clever when really they're not being clever at all, but that's beside the point. You see this big pot leaf on here, Homegrown Hemp Ale. It says it's a product of Canada, by the way. It's under license by the Durham Brewing Company in Pickering, Ontario. So that sort of reminds me actually of the first hemp ale I ever had, which was Sharp Angus Hemp Ale. Was brewed under contract by Propeller for a local hemp shop, I guess it was, or maybe it was a pipe shop for marijuana pipes and such. I can't recall the exact details, but it was my favorite beer for a long time, partly because of the label, because it had a really cool old craggy sea captain, and actually the name Sharp Angus, it was actually taken as a sort of a from Angus, Captain Angus something or other, who was the skipper of the Blue Nose, world famous ship from here in Nova Scotia. Homegrown hemp ale, water, malted barley, hemp seed, hops, yeast. So yeah, 4.2% alcohol by volume. Let's see what we think of it. Word of the wise to you young kids out there, always check your oven mitt before you pick up something incredibly hot with it. Make sure there's no fucking holes in it. Burnt my favorite finger. One of my favorite fingers. Alright. Well, it sure doesn't look much like an ale. It looks unfiltered though. Slightly hazy anyway. Sort of a golden straw color. Carbonation coming up. Not much of a head. Just a sort of a cap. Alright, well, let's get right into it. Sweet, nutty, almost toffee fudge kind of smell coming up in the end there. Some sort of combination, some sort of balance between the hops and the hemp in here, I'm guessing. Generally hemp ales, my experience with them anyway, they do tend to give off both a nutty smell and a nutty flavor. Smells interesting. So cheers guys, we'll go right to the taste now. It's almost got that sort of barrel age taste to it that Innocent Gun, the original, has. Not quite, like it's got just a slight kind of woody nutty character to it, akin to the oak barrel. Fairly light on the mouth. Nutty, sweet malt, sort of there. Definitely you can taste a bit of the hemp. It's bringing up that nutty character. Finish is fairly clean. Not a big, really big hemp or hops bite or anything like that. A little bit of lingering bitterness on the end, but that's interesting. Like I said, that sort of nutty, woody character in it sort of reminds me a lot of Innocent Gun, but Innocent Gun is quite a bit better than this, of course. Yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's something I would buy, honestly. It's worth trying, but It's not really lighting my world on fire at all. It's kind of light on mouth, and it's kind of bland. I mean, it tastes a little bit singular compared to most ales out there, but I can still remember that Sharp Angus hemp ale I had years and years ago. I can still remember how that tasted, and it tastes a lot better than this. I'm gonna go 2.5 out of 5. I mean, they put on this nice packaging here, try to make it seem like it's cool or whatever. You know, it's a hemp ale. It's got a fancy little clever name and all that bullshit. But when it gets down to it, it's, you know, it's just an okay hemp ale. Fairly nondescript. So 2.5 out of 5. It's not worth looking for, but if you do see it, you know, you might want to give it a try. You might like it better than me. Who knows? But I'm underwhelmed. Quite underwhelmed. So 2.5 out of 5. Goodbye, ladies and gents.